What's up, everybody? This is the Sports League Podcast. Back once again. I'm your host, Alex Leak. We got the co-host, Amanda. Great to have you back on, Amanda.
It's good to be back. This has been a ridiculous off season so far. Like
Yeah.
there's shenanigans afoot. There are big players moving. There are people talking shit about other teams that they wouldn't want to play for because the environment is toxic. It has been dramatic, to say the least.
It's been awesome. And the NFL never sleeps. It's like a year-round
Mhm.
thing. And I've been focused on the draft a lot, but we're going to talk some free agency in this one and get your perspective on, let's start with like the Packers and Bears, and how we're feeling about our teams. I mean, Green Bay's lost some pieces. Chicago's lost some pieces. How are you feeling right now about your Packers?
Hopeful, but maybe not this year. Like if you look ahead at what the Packers have available in cap space and money to spend for 2027, I
Yeah.
feel like we're in a minor rebuild. They're not doing a ton of big things right now. We've let a lot of players go. I feel like we're going to bring in some young talent in the draft this year, but I feel like with the way the contracts and the cap space are lining up, I feel like our Super Bowl push is going to be 2027.
Well, and honestly, if Green Bay is healthy, they're contenders
Yeah. I
right
mean,
away.
the way things were last year with the team we had, we've let a lot of those big pieces go. So I do
Hmm.
think it's going to be a bit of a rebuild, but I mean, they have so much cap space for next year. And fully healthy, I think they would have been contenders up until the point last year where special teams bit us in the ass. So I'm hoping to see an improvement there. We definitely have some things to work on. Some pieces to draft in for sure. I think it'll be next year. I don't think it's going to be this year. I don't. I want to see improvement this year, and I'm hopeful, but I'm not expecting a 2026 season Super Bowl at all.
Well, it's interesting because I was saying, me and you were both saying the Packers need a wide receiver one, this offseason. And I don't know if they're going to get that the way it's
No,
shaping up.
I
But
don't think they are, which is kind of why like next year there's a lot of I mean, I don't remember the number, but it's a ton of money that's freed up for next season.
yeah, losing Romeo Dobbs to the Patriots, which is crazy. That's a good addition for New England.
Yeah,
My
I love him and Matt Collins are going to be so funny together. Like they're both
Yeah.
very just like oddball personalities. They're both fun, very like confident in themselves. I think that locker room is going to be hilarious.
I like it for New England. You lose
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs, but you immediately replace it. And Dobbs is a hell of a player.
he's fantastic. Yeah, that's one of the ones that kind of hurt to let him go. Um, I feel like every year going into the offseason, every fan has a list of players that they like for their personality, a list of players they like for their play and their style and what they contribute to the team. Romeo was very high on the list for both. Like he was a great player, good guy. Like we just want the best for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad he got paid. I'm glad he's in a place where they needed him. I think it'll make more sense for him to be there as far as his career trajectory. But we're gonna miss him.
It's going to be a lot of fun going forward to see how our rivalry, our Bears Packers rivalry, grows going forward. And how about I kind of saw this coming after the way the season ended with DJ Moore and that interception at the end of the game. But how about DJ Moore? My Bears trading him to your AFC team, the Bills, and that's a hell of an addition for Buffalo. I mean, do you think that's an instant number one wide receiver for them?
I mean, with what they have available, yeah.
Yeah,
What do you mean for other teams? He may be number two, but
yeah.
for what they're working with, yeah, that's he's number one by far.
That's great for Josh Allen, and it's a big
Yeah.
loss for my Bears. I mean, we got Burden and Odunze, but we loved DJ Moore, and it sucks to see him go. But it's a great addition for Buffalo.
Yeah. I love what Buffalo did in the offseason. And I think it'll be nice for me without my hopes for the Packers this year. I'm like, oh, it's fine. I'll just stay on my Bills bandwagon. Give Josh Allen one more year. But I think your Bears have done some good things. I mean, what you guys got in exchange for DJ Moore is great. I think Odunze and Burden are gonna be fantastic without him. I don't think that you guys really needed him with as much improvement as we've seen from them. Um,
Yeah.
Bradbury, that trade worked out really well. I think I mean, you guys are stocked with draft picks right now. I think you guys are in a good place.
Yeah, I just hate to see all the losses in the secondary. I was really hoping to keep Nashawn Wright or Kevin Byard or Jaquan Brisker, and to see all those guys go. I'm glad to see Tremaine Edmonds go, but that's a good addition for the Giants. But our secondary is a lot less, especially safety. The Bears are hurting at safety right now. And
Yeah, Kobe Bryant is a great ad though.
yeah, that was a good ad. But Byard leading the league in interceptions, Nashawn Wright, like all of our interceptions are gone. But we'll see what happens. The Bills also got C.J. Gardner Johnson from the Bears, and he's over there already talking about Super Bowl in Buffalo. So we'll see.
It's funny to me that I didn't I get more energy from him on his new team than we saw like with the Bears. Like I wonder if like he just wasn't like a an atmosphere pick there, like if he just like it wasn't a good fit. But
Yeah.
I'm glad to see he's excited. Like it's not like he was bad talking Chicago at all, but like his vibes just seem more excited to be in Buffalo. So I'm like, huh, interesting.
Well, they're true contenders, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you
Josh
believe they
Allen every
won.
year. Yeah.
Yeah. So that AFC East is going to be very competitive. I'm really looking forward to the Bills Patriots duking it out. Um, you lost Malik Willis to the Dolphins, but I
What's so funny to me is I called that in like the December 2nd. I was like, man,
yeah,
he's
you're
gonna look
all over
ugly as
that.
hell in a Dolphins jersey next year. The the Wisconsin down there, they have a half of their training staff and coaching staff is from Green Bay, multiple players. Like I saw that coming a mile away. And it's so funny that it just came out like I would have been shocked if he'd gone anywhere else. There was no way he was going to be anyone besides a Dolphin. And they have taken this great potential high production backup quarterback, turned him into a starting quarterback, and then taken away every single weapon he had. What is
Yeah.
the plan?
So let me know what you think about this. If I'm Malik Willis, the two teams that were reportedly interested in me were the Dolphins and the Cardinals. Right now, I'm kind of wishing that I had gone to Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. and those weapons. Miami's got nothing now besides Achan.
I feel like maybe their plan is to like, build around Malik, like bring in some young talent in the draft, like start
Yeah.
putting a team together around him. Because I mean, it is going to be his first year as a starting quarterback. He doesn't have that many starts under his belt. Yes, he has played fantastically in the production we've seen from him on the field, but I feel like they're trying to build with him. So kind of starting over, getting rid of some of the veteran players, getting some extra draft picks makes sense. But it's crickets in that wide receiver room right now, man. It is rough.
At least they signed Jalen Tolbert and Tutu Atwell, but yeah, that receiving core is so bad.
And
They're
I feel
gonna.
like the 1 year contracts there too makes me think like these are just to bridge the gap. We're gonna try to draft up the next couple of years and build a team. It doesn't seem like they're planning on doing much this season.
Yeah, but it's kind of frustrating. You wonder if Malik is part of the long-term plan there or not. You know what I mean? And so hopefully he at least can have success and produce. And then if Miami isn't the end goal, he gets signed somewhere else.
Yeah, but I mean a 3 year contract. They could have signed him to a 1 year. Like I feel
Yeah.
like they definitely have some faith in him.
No, and that backfield with Malik and Achan is scary,
Yeah.
regardless of who else is there.
They're going to be good on the
Um,
ground regardless of who can get open to catch the ball.
yeah. Now I saw who was it that was saying? I think it was Chris Carter. How scared are you, and how scared are we now of the Minnesota Vikings now
Oh.
that toddler Kyler Murray is over there?
Listen, I no one said oh shit when he went to our division. Like no one said that. Like, oh, good for them. Like that no one is scared of him.
Yeah,
Um, I feel like he was managed poorly early in his career and he chose the wrong position, maybe the wrong sport.
yeah,
And he should have looked into other options. Um, I feel like he's limiting himself by continuing to stay at the quarterback position. I think he'd be a fantastic route running wide receiver, maybe a good quick route running back, but no one is scared of him at quarterback. Maybe I would love to be proven wrong. Um, would prefer if he was in a different division if he were to prove me wrong, but I don't think we're going to be shocked by his production. I don't think they're going to be a 15-win team with him there. I don't see it.
So I got this bright idea recently. They fired the GM, the Vikings did, because of things not working out with JJ McCarthy. Now
Yeah.
everyone's saying that Kyler Murray is Kevin O'Connell's guy, and if it doesn't work this year, they're going to fire Kevin O'Connell.
Mhm.
So if I'm the Vikings, what do you think of this? Trading up, trading with the Cardinals to number 3 overall, and taking the Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love, and you put him in that backfield with Kyler Murray. Now you've got some explosiveness on offense to go with Justin Jefferson and those guys.
For them, I think it would be a good move. I don't want another J Love in the division. We have enough J, like we're good. That name is taken. I'm sorry. No,
I
I
didn't even
actually think
think
that would
about
make a
that.
lot of sense. What's funny to me is we knew JJ McCarthy, especially me, needed a veteran quarterback to learn
Yeah,
under. I
yeah,
don't think he's going to learn what he needs to learn from a quarterback like Kyler Murray. I don't think he's the guy. Kirk Cousins was the perfect fit. Bring him in under a veteran, like just an old school quarterback because JJ McCarthy is good at handing the ball off. He's good at, hanging out in the pocket. But that was what he was good at Michigan. He needed to learn someone else's style. And I
yeah,
don't think Kyler Murray is different enough and good enough at the things that JJ needs to learn for that to be the correct veteran young quarterback matchup. So I feel like they mismanaged the quarterback position greatly over the past few seasons. And I haven't been wrong about any of those statements since they got rid of Kirk Cousins yet. So
yeah. And they're good. They said it's an open competition. Can you imagine if JJ McCarthy wins that competition?
I don't know who I'm rooting for. Like JJ at Michigan won us a natty. Like he was on the team, so like I've got a soft spot for him. But like you can't bring in a quarterback and expect more from him than he's shown you his entire career. And then
Yeah,
Kyler Murray with his cute little toddler scampers around the field, like he's good at certain things. I feel like they just need to like uh, it would make sense if they were different enough to where
yeah,
like, oh, just like have them both out there, like use them for different things. But neither one of them really has a big strength in an area where the other one is lacking. So it's just a weird, like they
yeah.
don't balance each other out at all.
No, I mean they could have signed Kirk Cousins this offseason, and they didn't do that. I don't
Joe
understand the con-
Flacco, Joe Flacco was
Yeah,
available.
yeah. Any of those would have been a better teacher for McCarthy
Yeah.
too.
He
So
needed like an on-team coach, not
yeah,
someone who's trying to save their career.
yeah,
Like maybe
exactly.
it'll light a fire under both of them, but I just don't get the vibes that the two of like I feel like they're just gonna be buddies. I don't get like the oh I need to fight for my job vibes from either one of them.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. We're not scared of the Vikings going into this season. And then
So
how about?
quick question. Of all
Yeah,
these quarterbacks who have moved around this year, who do you think is feeling the pressure the most? Who do you think we're going to see the most improvement from on their new team? Because I feel like Tua might be the one that we see a huge improvement from.
Atlanta, and yeah, they're talking about starting him.
Hmm.
They
And he's
they
getting paid regardless of what happens, so he doesn't have the pressure of
yeah
playing for a contract because Miami owes him $54 million for this year. So he's comfortable. He's not concerned about money at this point. And I feel like he has so much to prove with how poorly things went for him in Miami. And yeah, the injuries were a part of it, but also I just don't think he was used to the best of his personal style. Like I feel like there were
yeah
ways to implement play structure around what he's good at, and they might not have been the best team for that.
yeah, and there's plenty of talent around him. Um, it's a good coaching staff with Kevin Stefanski. You know, he's had a lot of success with quarterbacks. And yeah, like you said, the pressure isn't really a big deal. If he can stay healthy, that's the big thing with him. If he can stay on the field, then they could have success. Wouldn't it be surprising if Tua like led the Falcons to the playoffs or something?
I,
Um, yeah,
I mean, that division's always up for grabs. So
yeah. I like Geno back to the Jets. Geno Smith. I think that's decent. I honestly think that's an upgrade compared to what they had last year.
I was making jokes about how he had to move back home to his mama's house. But but yeah, I do think I think it's good for both of them because I feel like there's some Geno appreciation there. I feel like he's better than a lot of the other scenarios that they could have ended up with in New York. So I
Yeah.
think they're good for each other. but nothing like circling back to your first
Mhm.
team after a pretty dismal career. Like it's a make it or break it season for both of them.
Yeah, 100%. And then you talked about Kyler Murray switching positions. I think Justin Fields going to the Chiefs is a great opportunity for him to be used in ways that are not a quarterback, you know?
And you know Andy Reid is gonna do some fun plays with him, do some weird shit, like put him in on some trick plays, have him do something besides stereotypical stand in the pocket. Because Justin Fields wasn't good at that.
Yeah,
That wasn't his strength. I feel like he's gonna be used properly there. And yeah, he's not gonna be on the field as much as he'd like to be, but at least he'll be used. Like I just
yeah,
feel like he was one of those players who just wanted to play. Like I didn't get the vibe that he was spoiled. He didn't seem to have a chip on his shoulder. He just wants to be a part of the game. He wants to be a part of a team success. So hopefully he gets a shot at doing that this year.
yeah, he could
Unfortunately, it's the
potentially,
Chiefs. So
yeah.
Patrick
No,
Mahomes doesn't really get knocked down too much. I mean, other than the very rare injury with him, like he's not a quarterback who's going to be down and out often.
yeah.
So
I can
he,
just see like a double pass play, like a
Mhm.
backwards pass to Fields and then he
Yeah.
throws it.
Yeah,
So,
I think we're gonna see a bit of that. Like, give Mahomes a break. He's old. He's a dad now. Like, let him
yeah.
take a few snaps every game. Like, I think it'll be interesting to see what plays they come up with to include Fields.
And the Lions, look, I'm not very worried about the Lions going into this season. They lost their starting left tackle, their starting center. Um, they lost David Montgomery. How about that trade? Montgomery to the Texans. I like that for David Montgomery. And Detroit's going to be going all in on Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't know if that's a good thing. I like the idea of Jahmyr being one of a two running back combo a lot more than giving him all those touches.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a good one of two.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of made me sad. Like they were so cute
Yeah,
together, Knuckles and Sonic, and like they had a
yeah,
whole thing.
yeah,
Isaiah Pacheco is not a bad replacement, though. I feel like he's
yeah.
still got some gas in the tank. He can still get off some good plays. But Gibbs as the number two made a lot of sense.
Hmm.
He has a different style, so it'll be interesting to see how they shift things around to play into that.
Yeah, there's kind of some pressure on him now. They like some. It sounds crazy to say, but like some Barry Sanders expectations. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the Lions have to prove it to me, and I wasn't super stoked about their new offensive coordinator hire either. It didn't work out last year. Drew Petzing is the guy they got from the Cardinals, and
I was like,
how much?
who? I
Yeah,
had
how
no
much
idea who we were
success?
talking about.
Like the Cardinals haven't had this explosive offense, so um,
And a
I don't
lot of
know.
losses on that team too. Khalif
Yeah,
Raymond was solid. Alex Anzalone is a big one. Amik
yeah,
Robertson, like they lost some key players. Also, the Decker thing is so weird. Like to have a
yeah.
player like openly be like, "Oh, I might retire." Like,
Well, and then so he told the Lions, I'm interested in coming back. I want to, I've never played for anyone else. I want to finish my career with Detroit. And he's like, and they started asking me some questions and had some things to say that I wasn't expecting, and we couldn't come to an agreement. So now he's a free agent. There's a lot of talk about my Bears signing Taylor Decker, reuniting with Ben Johnson. So we'll see what happens there.
I think that would be so good for the Bears because there's got to be not just some animosity there. Because what do you mean you were perfectly content keeping this guy? He said he
Yeah,
might retire, and then when he was like, "Yeah, I'm open to staying," they were like, Actually, wait, no." Like,
yeah.
ugh, like something went wrong there. There was something. So I feel like
And
he would come into the NFC North with a chip on his shoulder against Detroit, which would be good for Chicago.
yeah, and I don't like it when it kind of forces the Lions to have to pick a left tackle, right?
Mhm.
Because they don't have a backup plan. So I don't know. I don't know what the Lions are doing,
I will
but
say though, not hating on Detroit, the way they handled that veteran maybe retirement situation reminds me of a lot of the hate the Packers have gotten in the past for how they handled older players wanting to like who are on the cusp of retirement, just like some weird shenanigans. It reminded me of some of that. Why is that such an NFC North thing? Like, let the
Yeah,
guys leave with some dignity. Like we've heard so many stories out of our division where the guys were like, "Yeah, it's coming down to the end of my career," and they're like, "No, don't worry, we'll take you back if you want to play." I told them I wanted to play, and then they cut me. Like, what the fuck? Like, so many
yeah.
stories out of our division. I don't know of a lot of other teams that have made the news for those kind of shenanigans, but our division for
No,
sure.
Bears famously with Urlacher over
Yep.
$1 million. It was so
Yeah.
stupid. So I don't
NFC
know.
North killing it again with our veteran players, just
What
making
did
enemies.
what did you think of the Max Crosby to the Ravens, then canceled, then Trey Hendrickson to the Ravens? That was a whole bunch of mess.
Um, Still kind of hopeful Max is available. I'm
Yeah.
holding on to hope that he might still leave. Like
We
I know
both
it's kind
wanted
of dead. It's a dead horse at this
him.
point. That's so weird though. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he didn't pass his physical. Yeah, he had surgery 3 weeks ago. Like, that
Yeah.
was crazy. They knew he wasn't going to pass the physical in his current state, but he's recovering from surgery. Like, write something into the contract if you need
Yeah.
to. Like, if he never makes it back to like full strength, sure, fine. But like to back out of like it was just so weird. And what I feel like happened is someone wanted to join the team and they knew about it and they were like, "Oh no, you can have this guy for this much." They didn't
Can't get your
communicate.
picks. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't communicate till after, like, oh, you could have had him without that much, without having
Yeah.
to spend so much. And they were like, well, shit. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like, oh,
Kind of shady.
it was so shady. I don't like the vibe, and I feel like players around the league recognize that. I think
Yeah.
that players are like, that was a gross way to handle that. It was super shady. I'm not seeing a lot of positive vibes about the Ravens from players right now.
No, I mean, and it's a brand new coaching staff. You
It's a
lost Harbaugh,
bad
lost a
start.
lost a bunch of Ravens players to the Giants who followed Harbaugh, and so now it's kind of a rebuilding their identity, and
Yeah,
so
and
we'll
they're starting
see.
off rebuilding their identity by doing shady stuff.
Yeah,
Like, oh, that's not how you want to start that, bud.
and then I love the Steelers trading only a sixth round pick, and they got Michael Pittman Jr. to go with DK Metcalf. I love that.
They're really obsessed with Pitt and Pittman and Pittsburgh and just really like
It's like
there's a lot of school spirit happening on that team right now.
yeah. You got your boy Mike McCarthy back in the league with the Steelers.
I just think it's so like all the Steelers Green Bay like stuff is just so funny to me. Like the
Yeah.
vibes were always there anyway. Like it's just so entertaining.
um, let's see what else.
And Rico Dowdle to the Steelers, I think will be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, that's a good move as well.
Darnell
Um,
Savage, speaking of previous Green Bay players, he's there
yeah,
too.
him and Brisker.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I like what the Steelers are doing. You traded Zaire Franklin to the or no, you got Zaire Franklin from the
Yeah.
Colts, right? That's a
Yep.
good move.
I like it. I think it's
Yeah.
good. I wanted Tampa Bay's receiver or the Eagles receiver or any of the big
Hmm.
name receivers, but Zaire's a good ad. Um, my top three picks are Max Crosby, who's still chilling in purgatory, I guess. And then the two receivers who are not going to Green Bay. So it's fine. Zaire's fine.
Well, here's a guy the Packers could have traded
Did
for.
you say here's a guy? Please don't talk to me anymore. All right, the episode's over. I'm not hanging out with Collinsworth, guys. Sorry. You did not. Here's a guy.
No,
Guys,
I was
this
just
is
trying
our
to
final episode of the
transition.
podcast. This is how Alex announced it.
Jalen Waddle going to the Broncos. Green Bay could have had him. Do you think Denver overpaid for Jalen Waddle, and how good of a fit is he over there? What do you think?
So Waddle's a great pick. Denver historically has overpaid very many times for players. Brock
Yeah.
Osweiler, like I can name off so many players they've overpaid
Okay.
for.
Yeah.
It's what they do. No, like it's something they do historically. I do think they overpaid. I think he'll be a good fit, but I just something about Denver gives me the vibe that Bo Nix's career might just like have a sudden fall off at some point.
Well, this is a big year because
Mhm.
Sean Payton is no longer calling plays on offense. They're going to go with an unproven first-time play caller in Davis Webb. I don't know that I like that. I'm not, and the offense was hit and miss last year with
Yeah,
Sean Payton calling plays. So I'm going to be interested to see what Denver looks like.
especially losing Dre Greenlaw. I feel like that's a huge
Yeah,
loss for them.
yeah. And they didn't sign anybody at all.
They haven't, they've done not, have they signed anyone besides Waddle?
No, that's their only move. They re-signed all their guys and
Yeah,
traded for
J.K.
Waddle. That's
Dobbins they
it.
paid, Alex Singleton they paid,
Yeah,
Lil Jordan Humphrey they paid. Like they kept their good guys, but lost a couple key players and really haven't done anything else.
yeah. I don't really know what their plan is. I think maybe they're content with where they are, but you always
But I
want
mean,
to be getting better.
did they win the Super Bowl?
No.
Okay, then you shouldn't be content with where you were. Like,
Their whole thing is if it didn't blizzard, we would have been in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
also, what the fuck are you doing having a game where you're not wearing white when snow's in the forecast?
Yeah. And then what the fuck are you doing not kicking field goals in a blizzard?
Yeah,
But
so dumb.
um, I I hate to say this. I love what the Chiefs are doing. I mean, they did lose both their starting corners to the Rams, but how about Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP, going to
Uh,
the Chiefs? That's crazy.
Seattle is off their damn rockers for letting him go.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I cannot. This is the is this the only time in history the Super Bowl MVP has left immediately
It's
after the
gotta
Super
be.
Bowl? I
Yeah,
I
it's very
I couldn't
rare.
find anything else. If it's
Yeah,
happened maybe once one other time, but that's insane to me. Like
yeah.
he was the heart and soul of that team. If from the outside, maybe in the locker room not so much, maybe as a fan they had other things, but like watching that team from the outside, if there was one man who was working his ass off every single week, it was
Yeah.
him. And like I understand he was filling in for someone, but when your second or your replacement steps in and carries the team, maybe you should reconsider who your first choice is.
No, I've been saying for the longest time that he should have been the number one guy,
Yeah.
but Seattle seems to love Charbonnet for
They
whatever
really
reason.
do. I don't
Yeah.
get it. They were lucky to have both of
Um,
them. It'll be interesting to see how they have to shift moving
yeah.
forward. But it sounded like Charbonnet wasn't very pleased with how many touches he was getting.
Yeah.
And he's their priority for some reason. So I hope Kenneth Walker, as much as I hate to say it, I hope he has a great year on the Chiefs.
Eagles are expected to trade AJ Brown June 1st. Everyone's saying AJ Brown to the Patriots.
We're like
Reunite with
the
Vrabel.
Roth, another hat in the ring there. Um, Packers, instead of Patriots, I think would be a great fit. They need.
Are you sure you want that? He's gonna be reading a book on the bench, on the sideline. He's gonna be pouting if he doesn't get the ball.
I just, I wanted Tampa Bay. Just
Mike
give me
Evans.
their receiving core, swap them out. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
so mad about Mike Evans.
yeah,
Um, Green Bay needs a receiver, and we're never gonna get one ever. Like we drafted one last year. I understand Matthew Golden was
I
a
think they're
rookie.
hoping year
We
two Golden. Maybe he takes
Yeah,
that
we
step.
don't. Well, it was such bullshit. The narrative about like, oh, he was unproductive. He was a super or a draft bust. We didn't even play him. Like we
No,
didn't use
he's not
him.
a
We
bust.
don't use rookies. Green Bay
Yeah,
does not draft a player and expect them to start right away. It's just not the style of the team. Look at our quarterbacks. Have we ever drafted a quarterback and be like, oh, you're a starter now? Like we just don't do that. We're
no,
a development team. We're a
yeah,
shadow and learn team. So I think our receiver core is going to be fine. Um,
no. Tucker Kraft is damn near your number one option,
I
and
know.
getting him back healthy is
Listen, Green
huge.
Bay loves the tight end. Like that sounded really, I didn't mean it like that. But the way they use tight ends, they love the focus there. And I love Tucker Kraft. The fact that he finished like third in tight ends and he played 8 games in the season is crazy.
Yeah. he was really starting to come on. He was giving me like Kelsey vibes almost. Like he could be if he
Kelsey
can stay
Prime
healthy.
vibes. Don't compare it to Kelsey now. Ew, bad. Prime Kelsey vibes.
Yeah,
Some Gronk
well, you know
style in
what I
there.
mean.
Yeah.
Not
No,
washed Travis Kelsey.
Green Bay got bit by the injury bug at the worst possible times.
Yeah.
And San Francisco did such a good job last year of just masking the injuries and next man up and covering it. Green Bay, every time someone got injured, like that was it. Like at that position,
Yeah.
like we're fucked. Like we were not good at overcoming adversity last year. And then the universe was like, "Would you like some more adversity?" They
Hmm.
just had a rough time. But I'm excited about who we have. I just Mike Evans would have been a nice cherry on top.
Yeah, for sure. But he is older. We'll see how much gas he has left in the tank in San Francisco. That's a great addition for Brock Purdy. Who
That
else? Brandon.
that electrical plant be.
Yeah, that's keep an eye
We'll
on
see how that
that.
plays out. Keep an eye on that man's ACL.
Maybe Brandon Ayuk to the Commanders, college teammates with Jaden Daniels. So we'll see if that happens.
I like that. I think they're gonna have fun together. I think it's just gonna be like a
Yeah.
reunion.
Giants, John Harbaugh comes in. They got a bunch of Ravens players. They're really building something around Dart, Neighbors, Scatabo. The Giants could be something to keep an eye on here.
They're just fun. They're like your
Yeah.
drunk uncle. Like it's gonna be shenanigans. It's gonna be entertaining. You're not sure if it's gonna be good or not, but I'm down to watch.
Are you convinced, like the Saints are both the Saints and the Panthers are all in on their quarterbacks? Carolina now swears Bryce Young is a franchise quarterback, and the Saints swear that Tyler Shuck is as well. Do you agree with that, or are you still in wait and see mode?
I Bryce Young, I'm not convinced by.
Yeah, me neither.
He has yet to prove it to me. Tyler Shuck has pleasantly surprised me multiple times.
Yeah,
I would trust him more than Bryce Young. Bryce Young has
yeah.
had so many more opportunities to prove it, and I don't understand the confidence in him.
Well, they don't really have another option, so they're kind of they gave up so much to get him, and they saw some flashes last year, and they're going to rally around. Hey, we won the division. We hosted a playoff game. We're the reigning division champs. Look at us. You know what I mean?
Oh, what division did you win? Oh, wait, the one that sucks.
We'll see if Baker Mayfield and the Bucks can bounce back. Very disappointing end of the year last year.
Very much. And then also like let's have a disappointing end of the season and then lose some of our biggest weapons. Again, they do this
Yeah,
every year. It's
yeah.
it's very frustrating.
I think if they don't go on a deep run, I mean, remember last year we were talking about the Bucks going to the NFC Championship game, and then they missed the playoffs. Very bad ending,
Yeah.
and I think Todd Bowles' job security is hanging by a thread. So it's a big year.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that I just they've lost so many more players than they've brought in. Like
Yeah,
Kenny Gainwell is your replacement for Rashad White, really? Like that's who you replace it with? And who have we replaced Mike Evans with? Oh, no one? Oh, okay, cool.
yeah.
Like
Well, the young guys better step up. Ibuka, Jalen McMillan. Who's the little guy? Tez Johnson.
a little guy. No, Kyler Murray is not there. He's in Minnesota.
Tez Johnson's like 5'7", a buck fifty.
But he's fast. Wide receiver, you can be small, which is my whole point about Kyler Murray. Like, why are you a quarterback?
Yeah, yeah, taking all those hits and can't see over the O line.
Didn't they bring in Jake Browning for backup quarterback?
I mean, I guess.
No, I think he's a fun backup
He
QB.
had his moments, yeah.
Yeah, he's had some moments. I think he'll be a nice fallback. I think
Yeah.
good vibes in the locker room there. But I mean, Muhammad's a good pickup. 11 sacks. I just
Yeah.
what Ibuka is great, but you can't have one receiver and call it good.
Yeah.
Like you need four solid receivers, one, two, three, whatever your order is. So I'm wondering who they're eyeballing in the draft. I'll be intrigued to see what the Bucks do.
Yeah, they could use a tight end. Same with Carolina. The
Yeah.
Panthers could really use a tight end. I had them going Kenyon Sadiq. And you know how tight ends kind of like that safety blanket for a quarterback when he gets
Yeah.
pressured, get rid of the ball quick. And then lastly, let's talk about the Rams. I think so. They trade for Trent McDuffie. They signed Jalen Watson, two solid corners. And I think I have them drafting a wide receiver, Makai Lemon. If you add a stud wide receiver to Devontae Adams and the biter now, Puka Nakua, um, the Rams, I think the Rams are going to be going all in. They might be a heavy favorite to win the whole thing going into the season.
I liked what the Rams did last year. I had a lot of faith in them, but how this whole Puka thing is crazy because like I
It's
feel like everyone
crazy.
kind of let the last like anti-Semitic like oh he didn't know he was being
Yeah, it's
racist, it
an
was an
accident.
accident, like
Yeah.
everyone let that slide, like it looked a little weird, like maybe like it's fine, he didn't know what he was doing. This time like we've got this whole situation where somebody else at his position gets freaking paid. He is like oh big money time, like the team is like oh we're gonna have to pay him, like we're gonna just make
Yeah.
sure he doesn't do anything to fuck it up. And then he's not biting people. Like, also, that's something that is so easy to disprove too. It's not like, oh, he hit me and she has a black eye. Like,
Yeah.
teeth marks are individual. Like they'll take an imprint of his teeth and match it to the bruises on her. Like, if she's lying about it, that's one thing. But like, if he actually, what are you doing, my
Why
dude?
are you
Like,
biting people and that
why?
hard? And I don't get it. It's
Like,
so bizarre.
if it's true and it actually happened, like I'm waiting to see what the details pan out to be and like if like what the fuck?
His
Find a hobby.
character,
Start crocheting, buddy. Just
everyone loves the talent, but right now there's some serious questions about what's going on with the character. Like, I don't know.
weird vibes. Weird
Yeah.
vibes. Like
It's,
I don't know.
he's falling right in with that LA Hollywood type weird stuff.
Oh,
So,
and then the videos from that night. He's like passed out in the limo, and then later he bites somebody. I'm like, does
yeah.
he did he wake up grumpy? Like what?
You
I
know
don't
what?
understand.
Did he take bath salts? Is that what's going on? Is that why he's biting people?
I mean, he's in LA. Who knows? I have no idea. The off-season stories this year are just like I mean, 2026 has been crazy for news headlines in general, but these NFL players just get a hobby, start reading, whip a book out on the sidelines like AJ Brown. I would prefer that to you biting people.
I think the Cardinals are going to be the worst team in that division for like the next 10 years. Like they don't have a quarterback, they don't have a
Hey, Gardner
future.
Minshew is an American treasure. You watch your mouth.
Jacoby Brissett and Minshew, what are we doing?
I hope they win the division just because. It would, can you imagine if they were like, oh, Kyler Murray, he left, and then they win the division with Gardner Minshew and Jacoby. Jacoby was a step up from Kyler. I,
Yeah,
I'm not anti-Jacoby, but
yeah.
just winning on only vibes. Like we've seen some Minshew magic before, some Minshew mania. Like maybe Brissett and Minshew are what the team needs. I don't know. The identity of that
So,
team is just so strange. I love it. Eclectic.
um, all right. So we pretty much hit most of the teams here. You know, all the big free agency talk. Top free agents still available, and you talk about Packers wanting a wide receiver. Do
Nope.
any of these, make your ears perk up? Tyreek Hill, Debo
Well,
Samuel,
the
Jawan
the
Jennings.
story about Tyreek Hill wanting to sign with a team where he doesn't have a baby mama is fucking hilarious. Um, he, I'm sure he doesn't have one in Green Bay,
Green
so
Bay, yeah, I'm sure he does it.
I don't think vibes wise he would be a good fit for Green Bay.
Yeah.
Um,
What about
Christian
Debo
Kirk,
Samuel?
no.
Christian Kirk got signed. Where did Christian Kirk?
Oh, did
He
he get
got
signed?
signed somewhere.
Okay, I missed that he got signed. I think Debo's too old for our team. Like we want a veteran
Yeah.
player. We like the Packers are the youngest team in the league. Like I don't think Debo would fit in. Like what are they gonna like get a walker to walk him to team meetings? Like I just feel like there would be way too much of a disconnect.
So Christian Kirk to the 49ers with Mike Evans, Ricky Pearsall. They got some talent.
They do. They also have a lot of injury
Yes,
proneness.
that's true.
Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be another hospital league for them this year. Like it's
Especially with that electrical thing. They still got the electrical thing up. That's going to be the excuse.
but I just all these players they're bringing in like mm,
Yeah.
it's like they're trying to get out and get a new stadium. Like
Um,
Keenan Allen, I would take Keenan Allen to Green Bay.
oh, that would be. Yeah.
Of
We
everyone who's
liked him
available, I
in
don't think Jawan
Chicago.
Jennings would be the guy.
Yeah,
Keenan would fit. I'm waiting for Najee Harris to get signed somewhere. I think he would be a
yeah,
great add somewhere. I don't know what he's looking for contract wise.
yeah. He's probably expecting more than what the offers are right now.
Yeah, because I know some teams are in dire need of a running back, and he's been looked at and passed by a
Yeah,
couple times in the conversations from
well,
what I've seen. Kyle Van Noy being available is crazy to me.
yeah.
Um,
Someone's gonna sign him. New England was talking about him. What about Von Miller? Said
I
that
was
he
gonna say
wants to
Von Miller and
go.
Matt Milano,
Yeah, Vaughn said he wants to go back to the Broncos and win a
of
championship and
course.
retire. Yeah,
He should go back to the Broncos. I would be
yeah.
surprised if they didn't bring him back.
And me and John Abraham talked about this. Did you see Bobby Wagner? He wants to play one more year. He is only 60 tackles from the all-time NFL record of
Mhm.
tackles, breaking
And he's
Ray
never had
Lewis.
less than like 104 in a season or
Yeah,
something. Like,
that is
yeah,
insane.
he's
I never would have thought
solid.
Ray Lewis would go down so quickly.
Mm-mm. Bobby, his production has always been insane. He's always
Yeah,
been so good. Like you look at that run that Seattle went on
yeah,
with the Legion of Boom and stuff. Like there's a reason Russell Wilson wasn't even like liked by his teammates. He got all the credit and all the flash for like the team winning a Super Bowl. He had very little to do with that team winning and
yeah.
being
You had that
as successful
elite
as they were.
defense. You had Marshawn Lynch. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand why the team was like, yeah, nobody, that's
Plus,
not our guy.
he wasn't a good he just wasn't a good relationship guy. He
No,
wouldn't
and
answer
I think that's
calls.
continued. Like I just you look at how the league talks about him, how players talk about him, like
Yeah,
I just maybe he's a bit reclusive.
yeah,
He's got very specific interests and he's just not the most personable. He's there to work and that's about
yeah.
it.
And then now, since leaving Seattle, the play, goes way
Mhm.
down, and so now it's like it doesn't last. So
Off this list of
crazy.
available free agents, who would you want for Chicago? If you could pick three off this list, who are your guys?
Um, so Green Bay, there's talk about Marshawn or not Marshawn, Trayvon Diggs going back to Green Bay. Him and Micah still homies.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Um,
Oh, can we talk about the Cowboys giving us a fourth round pick for a player we were going to cut?
what are the Cowboys doing?
Jerry loves the Packers. Jerry is a huge Packers fan. I'm sure of it. We were literally like, "Hey, we're going to cut this guy." And he's like, "Hey, what if we give you a pick for him instead?" We're like,
Sure.
"Sure."
I
Like,
don't get
"Do you have a
it.
temperature, buddy? Are you feeling okay? All right." Like we literally said we're going to cut him.
I don't get it. And
Absolutely insane.
it was such bad optics when Micah goes down and he doesn't have a sack the rest of the year.
Yeah.
For Sean Gary, I don't get it.
I mean, Rashawn
Uh,
Gary, like we knew he can be productive, but he was never going to be the guy. He can be,
yeah,
the complement to the guy. The only reason he had such good numbers is because everyone was double teaming Micah and holding him on every single play. Like someone made a compilation. Micah was held like 98 times. Like,
he gets held the most I've seen out of anyone. I'm sure it's him
yeah.
and Miles Garrett,
And it's
but
so funny because like if Cowboys fans say it, I'm like, yeah, you whiny little bitches. Like, quit
yeah,
compl like I Green Bay
yeah.
and Dallas don't like each other. Like it's just a thing to hate on them. Like, no, we get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was such a hater. You're right, he does get held. Speaking of Dallas, Green Bay, Green Bay needs to sell their firstborn children or give him free cheese for life or something. Get Brandon Aubrey. Get
Why
a
is
good,
he even available?
I don't
Or
know.
why?
We need him. I have no idea. We need a kicker. I don't. The fact that like yeah, McManus is going to compete for the job. He can compete for my fist. No, I'm so over McManus. McMinus 6 points. I can't stand him. Green Bay special teams. If we don't fix that stuff this year,
Well, how happy were you to see Rich Bisaccia step down?
hmm, why is he able to step down? When
Because
you're that bad at your job and you're ranked 31st out of 32 and you've been 30 or below and you're the longest tenured person at the position, but somehow the worst person at that position, why aren't you fired?
Well, because Matt LaFleur loves him.
I don't care. Give him another job. I understand that LaFleur and him had a great relationship, and LaFleur used him as like a secondary coach, like a second voice. But if you're using him to do something besides his job and he sucks at his job, give him a different job and fill his actual position with someone who doesn't suck at it.
Yeah,
It's an
be
easy
smarter about
solution.
it. Yeah, yeah. It's do what's best for the team.
Yeah.
Relationships are great, but do what's best for the team.
Hire
I
him
don't
as
get
an
that.
assistant head coach.
Yeah.
Make up a new job and then, don't get your credits for someone filling the job.
Well,
Ian
and
Cunningham over here. No, but like make him a new job, give him a title, make him an assistant head coach. Like just vacate the role that he is not adequately doing and find
yeah.
someone who can actually do it. Like I'm not saying he has to leave the team, but as a special teams coordinator, his job was to coordinate special teams so we didn't suck ass, and he did not do his job. So just like, yeah, we're not going to fire him. What?
Yeah.
Like, was he
Okay.
threatened? Is that why he stepped down? We were like, hey, if you don't step down, we're going to kill you. Because I'm pretty sure Packers fans were probably in the DMs. Like, it absolutely insane that you have Mike Tomlin get fired, and these big head coach, successful people get fired, and this man who is almost dead last in the league and has been doing the job the longest, he's had time to improve, be able to just decide he wants to no, absolutely the fuck not.
Well, Green Bay and Pittsburgh are very similar. They're so loyal to a fault. You know,
Mhm.
they don't like to make moves. They like to develop and stay forever.
Mhm.
But we'll see.
So
I'm
mad
mad at
about
my
that.
Bears. My Bears are somehow broke. Like I don't understand how that is. You know,
I
sell
like
the
it.
team if you can't afford to make roster moves. We're moving to Indiana apparently. Like screw the Bears. I'm so over it.
I wasn't going to ask
But
you any questions about how you feel about the Bears this year. Um, you didn't tell me your three players you'd take for the Bears.
I don't really know it free agency at this point. I'm excited for the draft. There's some big names in there I want to get. Um,
You're like, we can't
but-
afford anyone in free agency, okay?
yeah, exactly.
Bobby
We're
Wagner would
good.
be a great ad for the Packers.
Who? Bobby Wagner?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
would never get him, but we could use a sturdy ass, reliable linebacker.
So I think the Bears are gonna draft a run stopping defensive tackle.
Okay.
That seems to be the thing. Green Bay, do you know? So let me pull it up here. I have the Packers going corner
Yeah.
uh, in the second round. Is that what you want?
Shut down corner, running back, kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get a good good running back over there.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
that's my order for per round. Like that's
yeah.
another need for the Packers. Obviously O-line I mentioned with Bobby. A nose tackle.
Yeah.
There's that kid from Iowa State, lemon. He's a citrus.
Orange, probably.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
he's a citrus. I don't.
Well,
He's got a fruit name. I don't know. I'm tired.
there's multiple guys. There is a lemon and there
I
is an
know
orange.
he's one
So
of the fruits. I can't remember.
yeah,
Dominique
Dominique.
Orange. Yeah,
Yes.
okay, him.
Yeah.
I was like, there's too many fruits in the draft this year. He's one of them. He would be a solid fit. Definitely quarterback, edge rusher,
Hmm.
running back. I don't know where we're getting a kicker from, but we need one of
Yeah.
those. That doesn't suck.
Well, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have to do. I want to do a mock with like me, you, and Abe. You know, at some
No,
point
because mock
as we
drafts
get
piss
closer.
me off so much because I will tell teams what they should do and then they don't
And
do
then they
those
never do
things and then it
it.
doesn't work out for them when they don't do the thing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much better JJ McCarthy would be now if he had had a year behind Kirk Cousins?
Yeah. No, I think Minnesota screwed that up big time, and they rushed him. You know, they were so excited they rushed him into it.
So stupid.
But well, I appreciate you taking the time to come back on. It's good to get an off-season episode, talk some
Yeah,
free agency. It's been a great, summer or spring so far of football
it's
talk.
winter. We just had winter. It snowed for the first time like 2 weeks ago. I don't know what season it is. Washington is confused.
It's like tornadoing here right now, so.
How many, the Midwest has what, tornadoes, meteors falling on Ohio? Like this year is concerning. I don't, is
And
the
they can
world
control the
ending?
weather.
Maybe.
So are they just doing this to us just to make us mad? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. Gas is 5.99 here. Like what?
What in
I
the
quit.
world?
2026 is going to be a rough year. I have a feeling.
But great stuff as always. Thanks, Amanda. Let's get you and Abe back on the show ASAP, and we'll keep you guys. Stay tuned. Keep subscribe, follow along. We'll keep you guys up to date all off season long in the NFL. But great shit as always. Have a great week and peace out. Where the fuck? Oh,